Welcome you guys. Now today we are going to discuss the topics that is taxonomy. What is taxonomy? It deals with what? So taxonomy, it is a branch of science. It deals with the characterization, identification, nomenclature and classification of organisms. So that is about taxonomy. What about taxonomy? So it is a branch of science it deals with the characterization, identification, nomenclature, classification of organisms. Right? So it is about a taxonomy. So what is the need for taxonomy? So total how many organisms present in our earth? Nearly in our world 1.7 million to 1.8 million organisms present in our earth. How many organisms? Nearly 1.7 to 1.8 million organisms. So the main purpose of taxonomy is to provide a scientific name to identify organism. That is the main purpose of taxonomy. So if you will not provide a scientific name to all the organisms, these 1.7 to 1.8 million organisms, we have lots of confusion. For example, Hibiscus rosa sinensis, China rose. So in our area, in our AP, we are called as Mandara. But if you go to some other states, so they are called as that one as a Dasani. So in that same plant, we are called with a different names. So we have to avoid that confusion with the local names. So we should propose that scientific name. That is the need for taxonomy, right? For example, if you are went to forest area, so you find a new plant at there. First you want to know about that one, that is already identified by some scientist or not. So how you will identify that one? So before identify that one, we should follow all these steps. The first one, it is characterization. So whatever the plant we find, so that plant, it will show some characteristics. So that is about what? Characterization. So based on characters, so first we should identify that is already, that plant already, it is identified by someone or that one is a new one. So how you will identify that one? That is already identified by someone or not? So first you should compare with some of the taxonomical aids. So in this taxonomy process, so taxonomical aids, it is playing very important role in a taxonomy. So first we should compare with the taxonomical aids like herbarium, like botanical gardens, museum, zoological parks. So these are helpful for proper identification of organisms. So we should compare with that botanical gardens. Botanical gardens, it's having some information. For example, if you go to the near botanical garden, you will find so many plants and numbers and lakhs of plants it is present. So that plant, each plant, it is having its scientific name and its family name and scientist name. Entire details it is attaches to the plant. So first we should compare with all the plants. So if it is already present, it is already identified by someone. If it is not present, so then we should go for what? So the next one is nomenclature. First we should identify, that is already identified by someone or new one. If it is not identified, later we should provide a scientific name to identified organism. So that is called as nomenclature. Nomenclature means provide a proper scientific name. So before providing a scientific name, you should follow certain rules. So those rules it is given by ICBN. What is ICBN? International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Right? So it is an institute, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, ICBN. So this ICBN, it will give some rules. So according to those rules, we should provide a scientific name. So that is called as nomenclature. So we are following all the rules and we are providing those scientific names. That is called as nomenclature. So next step it is what? Classification. So what about a classification? So classification means after I provide a scientific name, we should classify into various categories. For example, that plant that is already identified a new plant, na? So that plant, it is showing this type of family properties, like it is similar to the Fabaceae or Solanaceae or Liliaceae or Asteraceae. So which type of family characters it is showing? So based on those characters, so that is comes under Fabaceae or Solanaceae or Liliaceae. So that is called as what? So that is called as a classification, right? So it is about a taxonomy. Who is the father of taxonomy? So he is Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus is a father of taxonomy. Who is father of Indian taxonomy? Santaku. Father of Indian taxonomy, right? So it is about a taxonomy. So next one is, we will discuss about that one, that is binomial nomenclature. So next one is what? Binomial nomenclature. So what about binomial nomenclature? In this name only the definition is there. Binomial. Bi means two. Nomial, two names. We have to provide two names to identify organism. That is about a binomial nomenclature. Who is proposed this binomial nomenclature? And that is proposed by Linnaeus. Linnaeus proposed a binomial nomenclature. So what about a binomial nomenclature? According to the binomial nomenclature, if you want to provide a scientific name to identified organism, we should provide two names, right? So it is having a two names. Consists of how many names? Two names. So one name it is genus name and another one it is species name. Tell one example. Mangifera indica. Mango. Right? So that is a scientific name for mango. Mangifera indica. So here the first one is genus name, and next one is a species name. So according to the binomial nomenclature. And if you want to provide a scientific name, and we should follow certain rules. Those rules it is given by ICBN. What are those rules? So it is the first one. So next one is always, so those scientific names in Latin language. Which language? Those names should be in a Latin language and printed in italics. Right? So those names in general in which language? Latin language. Those are printed in italics. If it is handwritten, those names, should be underlined. Right? So these are the rules. And along with that, so genus name, we are providing two names now. One it is genus, another one it is species name. So genus name always starts with a capital letter. Genus name with a capital letter, and species name with the what? Small letter. And next rule is, so after a scientific name, we should write scientist name also. So scientist name present at the end of scientific name. Right? We should take one example. Later we should apply all these rules. So we should take Mangifera indica. Right? So it is an example. Right? So according to binomial nomenclature, so we are providing two names. So one it is what? So it is a genus name, and this one is species name. So generally those are in Latin language. If it is handwritten, it should be underlined. And next rule is, a genus name starts with a capital letter. So it is a genus name. It should be starts with what? A capital letter. And species name starts with what? That is a small letter. Right? So and along with that you should write scientist name present at the end of scientific name. So it is a scientist name, Linnaeus. You should written in a short form of scientist name. So Linnaeus, he identified this Mangifera indica, so that's why we should written in this map, right? So it is about a binomial nomenclature. So what about next one is trinomial nomenclature. So what about a trinomial nomenclature? It is very simple. So here we are providing two names, here we are providing a three names. So here the name is what? A genus and species. So along with the genus, species, and we should provide another name, that is subspecies. The third name one is what? That is a subspecies. Tell some examples. For example, if you will take a Homo sapiens sapiens. So it is a genus name, it is a species name, and it is a subspecies name. So sometimes the genus name and species name is same. So then what we call as that one? That is tautonym. Tell one example for that one. So that is Malus malus. Malus malus, so it is a scientific name for apple. Alright, so here it is a genus name, it is a species name. If both are similar, so then what we call as this one? Tautonym. So these tautonyms, so these are valid in animals, so these are not valid for plants. Right? So it is valid for animals and not valid for plants. Right? So that's why it is a scientific name for what? So apple. It is not valid for plant, so that's why this name is changed into Pyrus malus, right? Actual name is this one. Here the species, genus name, species name both are same. So that's why it is not valid for plants. So that's why we have changed into what? A Pyrus malus. Now it is a scientific name for apple, right? I hope it is helpful for you guys. Thank you. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.